You need the number of cars to employee ratio to be a little unbalanced. There needs to be more cars in the drive-through line than employees working in the restaurant. Now, unless you have insider information, we do not, but if you do, this will be easier for you to make it happen. If you have insider information, good for you. We don't, so this number's never unknown. But as long as they're short-staffed, and 9 times out of 10 they are, because they have a little screen in the back that tells them when labor's through the roof compared to how many people are working and how many people are there ordering stuff. So when a rush comes in, they're usually short-staffed because a lot of people are on break or went home early. So don't ask me how I know, I just know. And so you need to, if you can, evaluate the ratio of people in the drive-thru before you go compared to the people in the building. And if you don't know that number, that's fine. You move on to step 2. There needs to be at least 3 cars in the drive-thru waiting for their order. It helps if there's people in the number spots because those people aren't picking up orders that they placed on the app. They're waiting for drive-thru orders because drive-thru's backed up. Okay, 9 times out of 10, that's the situation. So if you can scope out that, then place yourself at the end of the drive-thru and hope and pray. This is the second part. You have to hope and pray that 3 to 4 more cars come behind you. You need to be directly in the middle of their lunch or dinner time rush. Okay, if you're in the middle of it, you're already good to go. The last thing you need is a mobile order. This is the last key factor. It's not an ad. I wish they'd sponsor me. I reached out to the guy who owns all the ones around here that I've already ripped off. He said no, they're not interested, but if they want to, they can. I'll get a little golden arches sign and put it on the wall all bright and shined up. Let's do it. I'll make the, look, here, I'll do this right now. Where's the thing? I don't even know. Here it is. Look. McDonald's, you know what I mean? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You know, let's go. So we'll do that too if you want. Let's rock and roll. But other than that, there's my purple. Where's my purple, dude? Give me purple. Where's purple? There it is. So other than that, you need the mobile order, okay? Now, and by the way, if you're not using the app for McDonald's every time you go, you're an idiot. You're just wasting your money. If you get a French fry at McDonald's, like a medium fry, it's $5. If you get a medium fry alone at the speaker, at the counter, whatever, by itself, it's $5. It's $5 now in 2023. If you use the app, it's anywhere from free to $1. Use the app. You're welcome. Okay. So here's what happens at the first window of McDonald's. They get all of the drive-through orders and they come through jumbled because most McDonald's now have 2 lanes. And so every time an order is placed, it gets sent directly to window 1. And it's up to window 1 to tell window 2 whose order is next, because sometimes the first lane goes, sometimes the second lane goes, and sometimes the orders get mixed up. So that's why they need window 1 now, because most McDonald's with 2 lanes put the orders in order for window 2 so they know how to get what food to give out next, right? So they can complete the flow and it's not a guessing game and they don't have to ask you and confirm. Window 1 is the organizer. If you order on the mobile app, a lot of times they will ask you if you need your receipt. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to say no, because it's 2023 and you don't need to track your McDonald's purchases. And by the way, they'll just tell you at the end of the year how big of a fatty you were in their like McDonald's Wrapped, because they think it's funny, because it's the same thing that Spotify does. It's hilarious. We get one every year and then we feel bad about ourselves and then we go sign up for the gym. And so you don't get a receipt. And so then that sometimes, if the person working at window 1 is a little overwhelmed, little ADHD going on, and a bunch of backed up people, a manager screaming inside, and the drive-thru's busy, and it's a busy time, and they're pushing through orders, this and that, they sometimes, when you don't get your receipt, they don't check in with you, so they forget to push your mobile order to window 1. And then when the next person who came through, who most likely didn't use the mobile app, who just has a regular through the speaker order, they get pushed through first. Then they're like, oh, shoot, that was the mobile order. Then they push it through. And now I am in the spot to receive the person behind me's food. And so this lady At window 2, just a mere 72 hours ago, hands me the biggest box I've ever seen with a handle. I put it in my seat. I say thank you. I take then now the drink carrier with 3 large Cokes in it, and I put it on the seat and I say thank you. And she said, have a nice day. And I drive off slowly and I howl laughing at the top of my lungs because all we ordered on the app was a 4-piece chicken nugget Happy Meal that was free because we had enough reward points. We had enough reward points, so I didn't pay a penny that day for my son's Happy Meal. It's just the perks of using the app. And we got a Happy Meal for free. And instead of handing me that out the window, the nice lady handed me a box that contained a 10-piece chicken nugget. So boom, my son was set. 3 medium French fries, 2 cheeseburgers, and 2 Big Macs on top of the 3 medium sodas. And I mean, it was the happiest day of my life. I was howling. I was driving slow just to make sure nothing was suspicious. And Megs fucking whacked me across the head because she said, I'm going to kill you if you take that. Tell them, give it back. I said, no way. It's their mistake. It's mine. And so I drove off. And the unfortunate part was they didn't put sauce in the box. And we didn't have barbecue for my son's nuggets. So I had to turn around because it wouldn't have made sense to drive to the next nearest McDonald's because of how embarrassed I was. I turned around, went back to the McDonald's, pulled into a spot nonchalant, sent in Megs because I wasn't going to show my face in that establishment. Sent in Megs because she was in the back seat at the time of the order, so no one saw her in the car. Sent her in. She went in, asked for barbecue sauce, said the lady was in the drive-thru freaking out, dude. She said the lady was freaking out, yelling, he took the wrong order. Oh my God, he took the wrong order. And like she was yelling, she was pissed. She was like, I need 2 Big Macs, 2 cheeseburgers, only ketchup, a 10-piece nugget, and 3 medium fries, stat. Like yelling it back, getting it done. Meanwhile, Megs is getting treated like royalty, like, oh, I just need some barbecue sauce at the front counter. Like, oh, here you go, sweetheart. And the drive-thru lady is so upset because I thought my son's Happy Meal was in the box. I'm going to be honest. I thought my son's I thought that's what Megs ordered. Megs was in the back seat. She takes care of the orders. I thought she took care of it. I thought the Happy Meal, I thought it was a promotion. I thought it was like big box week for Happy Meals at McDonald's. I thought we were going to open it up. There's going to be a Marvel toy and some nuggets and some fries in there. I thought that's what the Happy Meals boxes came in now. Maybe they ran out or something, and so they had to give me the Happy Meal in that box. So I took it. It wasn't my fault. It's what they gave me. And after I drove away, I had already driven away, and that's when I saw the Big Macs and that the order was wrong. I didn't even realize that it was the wrong order. And dude, COVID, dude. Yeah, I couldn't have given it back. What would they have done with it? They would have had to thrown it away. Like, what if I would have had COVID or the flu? What if so it's contaminated? Like, I already have it. It's in my car. You don't know where it's been. Like, my car could be filthy. Like, I could have one of those cars with, like, just junk in it. You know what I mean? Like, it could be one of those cars. And I'm just going, what? Give this cheeseburger to someone else? This, like, cheeseburger with only ketchup and, like, 10 Big Macs in it? Like, dude, calm down. Like, I'm just going to drive away slowly. And it's not my fault. It's honestly not my fault. And so, that's just my, like, dude, it's honestly just like my superpower. It's honestly my superpower to get unasked for free food at McDonald's. It happened like 3 months ago. That's why I talked about it on the 280 Plus podcast. It happened last year. It happened now again, just a few weeks ago, dude. I'm telling you, when they're in a rush and sometimes the orders don't get put in order, they'll start passing stuff out the window. They'll just start passing stuff out the window because they think that's where they're at in the queue, and their minds are so numb because they're working at McDonald's, and it's just pop, 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 order, out, done, go, go, go. If your drive-through times in your region aren't good, your assistant manager's on your ass. If your assistant manager's on your ass, that means his manager's on his ass. And if his manager's on his ass, that means the owner or the regional manager's probably on their ass. And it's like, hey man, you got to get them speeds up, and you can't get them speeds up if you're taking too much time checking the orders, making sure the food going out's good. So you're just passing stuff out the window. You're relying on window one to make sure that the orders are in order, and that's exactly what you're doing. And you're passing stuff out the window, and by the time you realize you just gave me the wrong box, I'm already down the road. Or in that instance, coming back and getting a barbecue sauce for the wrong order that you gave me that I kept.